Hey everybody, welcome back to the conversation. We've been talking about the top 5 things that a new chiropractor should focus on when they're getting their practice started. My name is Matt Dawkins. I own Dawkins Media Company. We work with chiropractors all over the country and we're having a blast. Literally, we're learning 100 miles an hour. We've seen it done well, we've seen it done poorly. So we've taken all that in about 2,000 hours of work and we're bringing it to you in this 5-part series on focuses for new chiropractors. We're on this 4th thing now where we're talking about paying attention to industry trends and research. And we're going to sort of tie this up into 5 things to let go, followed by, not coincidentally, but intentionally, because it's the way habits work, right? In order to break a habit, typically it helps to introduce a new one or replace it. And so we're going to let 5 things go and we're going to pick 5 things up. And here's the beauty of this. You're a new chiropractor. Maybe you're seasoned and you're watching this. Give me an amen in the comments below if you agree with what we're about to say. But if you're new, you don't have to learn your own lessons. You can learn from those that have gone before you. And so it's 2023. Some things are different about chiropractic now than what they were 20 years ago. And so we're looking at those things. We're paying attention to industry trends and research. And that's where these 5 things are coming from. So, all right, the number 1 habit that you've got to let go of is a paper calendar. You got to put the paper calendar in the trash can or recycle it. All right. Pick up digital scheduling, pick up online scheduling, give people a chance to book for themselves. Go ahead and let them commit and say yes to something before they get to your practice. And that way you're already affirming for them and with them a yes to your care plan or a yes to extended treatment or a yes to being a client or patient for you for the next 20 years, right? Number 2, you got to give up and put down this idea that people are just going to come to you, that you can sit in your practice because you have a sign on your building and that people are just going to show up. Yeah, some will every now and then, but you got to be willing to get outside of your practice. And you can do that by picking up social media. Now, that is what we do. We do this for chiropractors all over the country. We love to tell stories. We love to get behind the scenes. We love to drive Google reviews. We love to help with websites and Google Business Profile, which we're going to talk about in a second. We do all that stuff. So if we can help, hit us up, book a discovery call. Let's get on the books and talk about it. How maybe even just walk you through it, right? So put down believing that if you build it, they will come, and pick up getting outside of the 4 walls of your practice in a social way. That's Facebook, Instagram. That's Google Business Profile. 94% of your prospective patients will find you on Google Business Profile and stalk your reviews and see everything they need to see right there before they ever walk through your physical door. So give them a digital door. Give them a door they can walk through and see all about you, how you work, how you are effective, your personality, your interactions with your patients. You can do that through social media. Again, if you need help, we can help. 3rd thing is this. You got to put down insurance as the primary means of collecting payment and pick up cash. Go green, right? You don't have to go all in. You can make it a hybrid sort, but lower your overhead costs drastically. Decrease the amount of time between service and payment. You can get paid immediately. This is a great thing. You can also decide your value instead of being subject to insurance companies and what they're willing to pay out. You also can put down 20, 30 hours of work a week trying to collect that money. It's pointless. All you got to be able to do is communicate value, which ties into our 4th thing, and that is put down the idea that people are just going to say yes to your service and pick up communicating value. Communicating value. This is done best through health and wellness talks. This is done best through getting a camera in your face and talking about who you are and sharing who you are. For health talks, pre-COVID, they were everything. COVID shut them down. But guess what? It's 2023 and health and wellness lectures are coming back in churches, in corporations, in your own practice, and through challenges that you offer quarterly. Communicating value. So where do you start? If you've never done this before, a great place to start with communicating value is tell your story and then look for opportunities to add value by knowing the person on the other side of that conversation. What are their pain points? What are they going through? And you can offer them 3 tips to losing the 20 pounds you've been trying to lose for the last 20 years, right? 3 tips to dealing with nagging knee and back pain. 3 tips, and of course, include your practice and your care plans and all that as an opportunity, as a primary opportunity to get better. But do that, right? Put down the idea that people are just going to say yes, and pick up the ability to communicate value. And number 5, because we're moving quick here, is you need a private Facebook group. Private Facebook group on Facebook, obviously, is a place where you get to talk specifically to your raving fans. They should get to hear everything first through that Facebook. They should get more intimate interaction with you than on that group than anywhere else. And what you're doing is you're putting down the idea that they already know what's coming up, and you're picking up the idea of, I can communicate specifically to my raving fans through this Facebook group. So there's 5 things you can put down, 5 things you can pick up. Let's replace some habits. New chiropractors, let's start from a good place, and let's go build the practice of our dreams. We'll see you on the next one.